Good morning. We have a really big day planned. So we're gonna make some breakfast and lunch all at once, and we're going to make things that are really easy to take and deliver on the go. Starting with some tasty egg bites for breakfast, and then we're gonna make some yummy peanut butter sandwiches for lunch. So to get started, we need to go ahead and prepare our vegetables. We have frozen broccoli, which we are gonna go ahead and boil. I don't wanna cook it completely because it's going to be baked in the eggs as well. And I don't want to overcook them and destroy the nutrients. So let's go ahead and look at the instructions here because I'm not doing anything special to the broccoli right just yet. Okay, stovetop, because I'm gonna use all of the broccoli. I'm gonna get it all prepped because I'm gonna have some too. Place frozen broccoli in a 1/4 cup of boiling water for every cup of broccoli. Okay, well, I'm not measuring this a million extra times, so we're gonna eyeball it. All right, now what is that, like 5, 6 cups? I have 1.5, oh, cool. Let's just go with that guesstimate because it lines up perfectly with the amount of water that I had. Oh, what was the next step? I'm sure it's boil it on the stovetop, but like more specifically. Bring to a boil. Oh, I was supposed to boil the water first. Oh well, it'll be fine. Reduce heat, cover and simmer until tender, 4 to 6 minutes. Okay, we're not gonna let it get all the way tender because, like I said, we are gonna cook it twice. Let that get heated up. Now, we've also got some carrots. I want to get them more finely diced up though. That way they go nicely in our egg bites. My dishes in the dishwasher are still wet. They're not ready to be put away. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use this to measure because I don't think we're gonna need much more than that for our carrots for today. So let's see. For the entire batch, we need 176 grams. The batch covers 3 days, so we need 59 grams of carrots today. Okay, 33. I feel like I should have sliced the carrots in like strips first and then gone horizontally. You know, lessons for the future. We are at 49, just need 10 more grams, and we will be good to go for the entire day. Perfect. So this is all of the carrots that Waffles needs for today. And those are the carrots for me. Now for our spinach, Waffles needs 141 grams. So we're gonna go ahead and get it chopped up. Now we're measuring out her spinach for the entire batch today. The whole batch will last 3 days. It's good to have one ingredient at least that you can prepare on the first day and is easy to just divide throughout the rest of the day because it's not going to be prepared in a different way. Spinach is going to be our carrier for our nutrition packet today. So we are going to measure out all of the spinach that we need for the entire batch. So we're at 76 grams. How much do we need again? 141 grams. So we're already halfway there. Perfect. So now that is all the spinach that she needs for the next 3 days for the entire batch. So I'm going to set that aside for a moment because I want to chop up my spinach. Okay, so this is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain the water. All right, and then I actually need a hot plate for this. All right, so I need another container. Actually, I'm just gonna use this one to measure my broccoli because, actually, two reasons. This measures volume, which we have as a guesstimation, which is great because these also have water contained in them now because I boiled them. And the other great thing is that I can also measure the weight to know exactly how many grams there are. So let's see here. For broccoli for this batch, we need 141 grams, which means 141 divided by 3 is 47. All right, so we are gonna go ahead and chop up 47 grams of broccoli. $42, $46, $48, $46, $47, perfect. So there's 47 grams. That should be, let's see, 1.5 divided by 3 is half. And that is about half a cup of broccoli. So that is perfect. Add a couple extra in there just in casers. A couple in my mouth. Just because I know there's like 0 calories in this much broccoli. So now that means Waffles can have some extra. Here you go, baby. I put it right here so it doesn't get your bed messy. Okay, so I know that I need about twice as much food as Waffles, so I make my portions a little bit less than twice as much as hers, sometimes right around twice as much as hers. I know I'm gonna be eating almost an entire full meal more than her, so it's all gonna average out pretty perfectly. Let's get that out of my way. Got her broccoli, my broccoli. Here's her spinach. It actually does need to be cooked a little bit to really release all of the nutrients in it, particularly the vitamin K that she's going to need for the day. So really my trick for cooking vegetables a little bit is to get them a little wet, pop them in the microwave for like a minute, maybe 2 minutes, and then they should be just cooked enough. All right, and then my hack for scrambled eggs, or in this case, like an egg-based casserole type thing. Basically, anytime you need to scramble up some eggs. I use a bell jar, well, any jar. So any jar will work. This happens to be a bell jar. All right. Seal it up nice and tight. You really don't need this part. This part has a rubber seal, so as long as that's lined up correctly, you can just hold that against it and shake it like this. Okay, and just shake it like that. Okay, and I'm gonna set that right side up. All right, so we've got our nutrient mix here. Our partially cooked spinach, and we also have our salmon oil and sunflower oil. We don't need very much of either of these oils for this particular batch of dog food. So it's not really going to be easy to split it up over the course of the 3 days. Instead, we're gonna go ahead and mix it in with the spinach and the nutrient mix for the entire week. So we need, it says 4.9 grams of sunflower oil, but I know I will never be able to get it quite that accurate. So I'm gonna go with 5 and 1 gram of salmon oil. I am glad that they do tell me that it's going to be 4.9 grams because then I know it's like as soon as it hits 5 and not like before it hits 6. So I'm going to measure it into my cap first. That way it pours nice and slow. And sunflower oil is the 4.9. Okay, just hit 5. All right, and then how many grams of salmon oil? 1. Okay, so we want this to get up to 6. Just letting it slowly drop out, drop by drop, because we're only grabbing 1 gram of this. 6. All right. And then we can also, I'm gonna make sure I have a spoon to stir with first. All right. Now, add my nutrient mix in there, add the nutrient mix in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and stir the spinach up. All right, now we're gonna measure out our ingredients for just today. So the nutrient packet is how many grams? 22.5 grams. So 141 plus 22.5 plus 5 plus 1, add all that together and then divide it by the 3 days, 56.5 grams. So let's see here, make sure we get everything in there evenly. Okay, now that's 64. We want 56 to 57. Okay, perfect. So this is her spinach and nutrient mix and oils for today. And this is for the rest of the week. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and add our egg. Put hers in the middle, make sure that it gets really evenly, correctly, accurately measured. And we need 134, okay, 44.5 grams. Oops, okay, that's 11. 18, 26, 33, 41. All right, so that is, oh no, are you okay? Go lay down. Go, 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 hurry, quick, go, go, go. Okay, so that's all the egg that she needs. And I'm gonna go ahead and pour the rest of this in for me. Perfect. So now I know these ones are for waffles, the rest are for me, and now we can add the rest of our ingredients into our little egg bites. All right, so now I'm gonna bake these at 350 degrees. Okay, so while those cook, we are going to make some tasty fruit sandwiches. So we will go ahead and slice some of these up. And, oh, I need some clean surface to measure them on. Tar that out. Okay, so let's do 50. Okay, so 50 grams of pears is only 28 calories. That's 55 grams. This is only 39 grams. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take these 2 bigger pieces and I'm going to, actually, I'm gonna slice them up into smaller pieces. Good girl, being patient. I've got to cut the skin off first because that's not going to be easy for her to chew or digest. I'm starting to run out of time. We've got to go to the groomers. Okay, so that's 30 grams. Perfect. And then we're also going to do the pear. Goes really good with almond butter. So almond butter. Okay, so 1 tablespoon of almond butter is actually 98 calories, so we don't want to use that much. How many grams is that? 16 grams. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and tar this out with those on it. That means that those won't be measured anymore. So we want to do like 5 grams, which is 30 calories. That's perfect. So Waffles can have 10% of her diet and treats, and it would still be balanced. I'm not doing this very skillfully. So if I press down, it'll kind of smush it into place as opposed to wiping it, which kind of scrapes it off. So let's see. That's 2 grams, and we were gonna do 5. Perfect. So there is a little apple treat for Waffle, or a pear treat for Waffles. And we're gonna do the same thing with the apples and peanut butter. 32 grams. All right, and if we go up to apples, perfect. So I did 38 grams last time in order to get 20 calories. So this is not even exceeding that. So we will be fine with that. Peanut butter, we are going to do, if we do 5 grams of peanut butter, that'll give us 30 calories. I think that'll be okay too. So, oh, I didn't tar that. Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. Tar that. Scrape that all onto there. 3 grams. All right, so that's good for that one. And then we can put another 2 grams on this one. That's 4, that's too much. So if I take half of that off, then it'll be good. All right, so we've got these little fruit bites. I am going to go ahead and cut them into smaller pieces so that I can give them to her as little bites. And then I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator, and that should help the nut butter sort of solidify up a little bit so it's not so messy during feeding time. And then I'm just gonna make some for myself. She doesn't like when her bed gets messy, she won't lay in it. What did you bring me? Let me see. Oh, thank you. Good girl. Here, sweetie, would you like some pear? There you go. All right, go lay down. All right, now it's only going to take like 5 to 10 minutes for those egg bites to cook. So I just want to throw these together really fast. All right, now let's check on these guys. Set those down on that. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and pop the ones for waffles out, put them in here, because we are running late. And that one, I'll just let the rest cool for me and maybe throw them in a bag or another container later. All right, so here are her treats. And then here are the ones we put in the refrigerator to sort of solidify up a little bit. So I'll put those here like that. These ones over here. All right, and then we have the perfect treat to bring to the groomers. And we'll see you when we get home. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope this video helped you, and I hope that you really enjoy these treats.